In this video, we're going to be showing you how to replace the ceramic infrared tube in your ceramic infrared sauna. So here's our replacement tube ready to go, and we just need to take this one out and switch it over. First thing we're going to do is remove the backrest. So we'll take our battery drill or Phillips driver, find the screws holding the backrest into position and remove those. We've actually already done that, so I'm just going to pop that out. I'll place that outside the sauna and out of our way. So the next step will be removing the heater guard. So I've got 6 screws surrounding that. Take them out. And stick that to the side. So now we've exposed our heater. We do want to make sure that the power is off. So we've already unplugged this sauna, so it is safe. But if you haven't already done that, you want to make sure that there is no power going to the unit, because there is always a potential that one of the ends could have power at it. So now the power has been turned off, we need to remove the 2 end caps from either end, and that's simply done by removing the little ceramic caps, which just screw off, and then the little keeper here removes off, top and bottom. You just want to make sure that you don't drop the bottom one inside the cavity, so just support underneath it as you unscrew that. Touch that. Now next thing will be to take off the little bolts either end. So I'm going to be using a shifter. The bolt size is 5/16 or somewhere between 7 and 8 mil. So I've got an adjustable spanner here. So I'm just going to loosen them off with the spanner, like so. And then do the rest of it with my fingers, because now it's able to do that. So just undo that bolt. So something to note, you don't want the cables dropping back inside the cavity. In this case, they're held in place by a little clip, so we'll just lift them off and make sure they are held in place by the clip and sitting there, and they're not going to drop back inside. And on the bottom, the same thing. Want to undo that bolt and start off by doing that with the shifter, and then just remove the rest by finger. Again, supporting that so it doesn't drop inside the cavity. Not that you'll need to reuse these parts because we're throwing it out, but yeah, oh, there goes one of the cables. Exactly what I said not to do. So hold on to those. Take it off. My solution for that, grab some tape, wrap it around the cables, and just leave it sitting there, weighted down. The next step, we're going to have to remove the clip from the top of the tube up here in your heater frame. So that's basically a sprung clip system, like a safety pin. So the easiest way to do that is probably with a tool, but I'll grab a screwdriver. So we just need to push that out of the way. And now the tube is sitting freely, so we'll take it out. And now we can see why this one had failed, that it actually cracked. So we'll put that one to the side and we'll grab our new tube. So new tube, we'll need to start by removing the ceramic end caps and the bolts ready for installation. So put them to the side, make sure we don't pick up the wrong ones. Remove the top bolt only and put that to the side. Put those washers to the side, and doing that on both ends. Bolt. Safe spot. I'll grab the new tube now and place it inside the bottom keeper hole, sliding in place and resting it in the little U shape at the top. Now this tube is slightly shorter than the one that was in there, so this pin is going to be holding it into place, and just with the keeper outside. So now that's sitting there where it's going to live. We simply do the same process but in reverse. So we're going to put the washers, the lugs back on, put on the bolts, and then tighten them up. So we'll do that. I'm going to stick one of the washers on first, lugs down, put on the second washer, and a little bolt. So go down finger tight. That's not what you want. We'll push on that, and then nip that up with your shifter or your crescent wrench, depending on what you call it, and pop our ceramic keeper back on and screw that up. So same process on the bottom. We'll take off the tape, hold it onto the lugs. We want to put the washer on first, so we're going to have to hold that so gravity doesn't send it flying. Put our lugs on the next washer and the bolt. We'll go finger tight to start with. Just hold that tube so it doesn't move too much. Finger tight. Grab our little adjustable wrench and tighten that up. It's nice and tight. It's not going anywhere. And we'll pop our ceramic caps on again. And screw it up. And that step is done. Next thing I want to do before I start putting the covers back on is to check it actually works. So we've unplugged this. I need to plug it back in, switch it on. And simply turn the heater on. So now just being careful, this is going to get very hot and the two ends are live, so we don't want to touch it. It might take a few seconds for us to start feeling some heat, so we'll just use the back of the hands from a couple of inches or a few millimeters away. And wait till we start feeling something. So I'm starting to feel heat coming through that tube now, which is what we want. So that's good, so we know it's working. Now just turn it back off, so we'll cook ourselves, and we'll put that all back together. So we'll put the heater guard on first. Find the screw we dropped before. Our backrest on. Screw that into place and the job's done.